Oh, hi there. Cello. Hey now. Hola. And ba weep grana weep mini bong. However you want to say it. Welcome to that Kev1 show. Hey chat. Welcome to my time, your time, our time to make it what we want on the flat circle of Kronos Incarnate with a historic journey for your ear holes. A very special thanks goes out to friend of the show, Jen Braun, for arranging this. Not only a friend of the show, but a pillar of 90s music importance. For, setting up now, you will hear here, for the first time anywhere, world mother frickin' premiere, the legendary Tiger Trap, and the world premiere of their song, Alien Space Song. Or she calls that ASS for short, ASS, Alien Space Song. That's tonight. But first, we'll keep it galactic from the jump, because next, by popular demand, yes, I heard you all, spoiler-free, because that's how I roll, review of the #1 film in America and the world, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Thanks, Lana. Just handing me some papers here. Sorry, we have a cat in the studio here right now as well. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, oh yeah. And yeah, I'm not just digging it because NES was my first game system and I got the Mario Luigi mustache, Wario, depending on how I, use my beeswax on it. But from jump, you feel like a kid again. And there's even more cool costume changes at times, like firepower. I won't spoil it for the Plumbers brothers, and things like the level 2 Super Mario's music, we all know that, come on. It adds so much awesomeness to an even dramatic moments in peril. And we even get some additional princess. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but these super fans probably looked up all this stuff from the surface, But yeah, a lot of you are checking out Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's not only the #1 movie in America, but the world, the galaxy, if you will. One thing I'll say that no one else might say is, it's groovy, it's great, it's phenomenal. And if someone liked it more, all good. But I think most people will agree it's probably not as good as the first Super Mario Brothers movie that came out a couple years ago. Not the original live action one, which is kind of an abomination. But for the first great video game adaptation movie we ever got was probably Mortal Kombat. The first Mortal Kombat, mind you, not Annihilation. But yeah, super groovy, super good. But one thing I'll say, I'm keeping it positronic, and it is great. It's worth seeing. Go see it. But one thing I'll say that a lot of people might not say is it's not as good as the first one. It's not as must-see. It's not as, oh my god, you gotta see it now! Event. But it's great. You should see it. It's a spectacle for theaters. While you could wait for streaming, because we're all watching stuff flat screen TVs, giant TVs at home, it's not like, oh my god, you're losing so much even if you watch, say, an Avengers movie, at home. You wait for them. Dude, phone off, bro. I know. Anyway, one of our friend sponsors that you'll hear about their phenomenal product, mind you, they're phoning off, but we forgive that, especially if it keeps the lights on here. But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, it's a must-see. You could wait for streaming, because streaming comes out every 3 months and stuff now. But if you want to avoid spoilers, like some really great Easter eggs, one of the highlights of the film to me is a certain video game character that, especially Super Nintendo fans will love, and video game people in general, if you're a video game person, you probably already know, and you probably already saw this freaking movie. But it is super good. It is great. It's dominating the box office, maybe saving Hollywood, so to speak, It's one of those movies where you experience, it really does depend on what you're walking in for. It's a popcorn movie for sure. And it's, anyone can enjoy it, kind of like the first Super Mario Brothers movie. Maybe a little less so. This is a little more for the video game fans. The first one was really accessible, hardcore to anyone. Like, if you put the Super Mario Brothers movie that came right before this, if you put it on during Thanksgiving or Christmas, everyone's going to enjoy it. The old uncle that walks by and never even watched or played video games, they get into it. But of course, it's a family-friendly, fun, phenomenal movie. But yeah, on the surface, it's big, it's colorful, it's moving fast, like really fast. The thing is basically all gas, no brakes. You will not be bored no matter what your video game knowledge or pop culture savvy. But just jumping from moment to moment, it has these huge, bright, almost game levels, well, definitely game level style sequences, but it almost feels like you're in a video game, mind you. And visually, yeah, it delivers. It's like you're inside a Mario game half the time, which honestly is kind of the point, right? Obviously, it does kind of feel less like this celebration of Mario, like the first movie had, like kind of every incarnation of Mario and a wink to like almost every version of that IP. Um, but this one's more like, okay, we're in like a Super Mario Brothers like Universal Studios ride. Like those ones like Back to the Future. I wish I got to see the Back to the Future ride and the Simpsons ride. It feels like you're in a Mario ride more than literally Mario Con, which is the first movie essentially. But yeah, this is where it gets interesting story-wise. It's a little lighter than you might want. Like it's there, but it's not really what the movie is focused on. The peril, the danger, and all that. This is more about the vibes, the references, the nostalgia, and just kind of being in that world. Again, it's kind of tailor-made a little bit more for the video game fans. It's accessible to anyone. People aren't going to be like crazy lost. But you'll get a little more from it, obviously, if you're into video games. If you're a Nintendo fan, there's a lot to latch onto. Like, you're going to catch things like, well, that's for me, that's for me. Again, I don't want to spoil a certain character, a certain foxy character that steals the show once that character arrives. And if you're not too deep into, like, all these little Easter eggs and stuff and not, of that culture, you might feel like it's moving so fast it doesn't really stop to let anything land emotionally for you, perhaps. That's why I'm saying, well, you'll enjoy it no matter what. Pretty much cross board, whoever you are listening to this. But if you're a video game head and already kind of want to see it, it's more for you. Critics have been pretty mixed on it, for that reason, I'd say. I guess, a little more than the first movie. But audience are still showing up heavy and clearly enjoying the ride. So for me, yeah, it's one of those, know what you're signing up for, Yeah, you're going to want to wear your Super Mario pajama pants to bed that night, like I do a lot of nights. It's fun, it's chaotic, it's visually stacked, but it's not necessarily trying to be that deep, It's emotional story-driven thing, but it's more like a playable experience turned into a movie, Oh, great characters like Bowser Returns, Jack Black, Chris Pine, everyone's back, Charlie Day as Luigi. We even get Bowser Jr. I don't want to spoil too many things, because a lot of things are probably in a lot of trailers, but I know there was one character that I was like, whoa, I didn't know was in it. I saw a little earlier on, I got a little preview copy, but yeah, a lot of characters you do know are in it. I mean, I didn't look through all the toy aisle for little people that might have been revealed, like in Lego sets or something like that. They spoil a lot of spoilers in movies a lot. I know they get in a lot of trouble with Marvel with that. Like, wait, what? But yeah, it's very enjoyable. It's very lighthearted. It's not crazy too deep. I know you're seeing all the Mario stuff everywhere, from bubbly water to, every kind of product has Super Mario Galaxy thing plastered on the side of it at the store. But you're going to enjoy it, you're going to enjoy it, you're going to have a good time, and you'll find something in it to go, Yahoo! And honestly, that might be exactly why it's winning right now. Oh, and I must say, not the band, but one of the companies does have a heart out. So we're going to get to Alien Space Song Before You Know It very soon. Maybe dropping it on a dime. But first, I must tell you, yeah, they do have a heart out. Yeah, I know. They have some good news in the music industry that I might talk about and promote for them. Tour related, perhaps. I don't want to jinx them. They don't want to talk about it yet. But that's why their phone's going off. But this episode of that Cav 1 show is dedicated to actor James Tolkien, who was in my mind most of the time when this actor passed through the gray matter as Principal Strickland in Back to the Future. Well, the whole trilogy, really. Part 1 and Part 2, and he was Sheriff Strickland Part 3. Yeah, James Tolkien, he passed away March 26th at age 94. Again, best known for his role in Back to the Future as Principal Strickland. A lot of you might know him from Top Gun. He was a bald, authoritative figure in a lot of the 80s and 90s. Pastor 57. I mean, who doesn't? If you saw back the original Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren, he was the cop on Earth. The first time He-Man came to Earth live action, before you see him this summer returning. But his career stretched decades, and he definitely defined that kind of character actor we celebrate a lot on the show of you know him when you see him kind of actor, I mean, we definitely got to honor him. He's one of those names you might not even immediately recognize his name, but when you know him, you saw him. He's that guy, Kind of like Marty said about him in 1955. God, this guy ever have hair? We say that affectionately because he was the bald authoritative type, the principal, the cop, the guy who said you're crossing that line. Whatever you saw him in, the second you saw his face, heard his voice, you knew exactly who that was. The presence, the energy. Again, he passed away on March 26th. Leaves behind one of those careers that quietly shaped a lot of the movies we grew up with. Whether it's, yes, the greatest film trilogy of all time, Back to the Future, where he's an unforgettable authoritative figure, Strickland. I'm remembering the airplane flying by him and distracting him from breaking up the Biff and Marty fight in 1955. He's that no-nonsense authoritative figure, just calling people out, no hesitation. A lot of you saw him on Top Gun. I don't want to get into Top Gun right now, that's another subject. But bringing that same intensity, the same pressure, he had his way of making every scene feel just a little more real, you know? If you relate to him as maybe a parental type in your life, a parental figure, or like a principal. the guy who took you to the principal's office. I think that's something worth recognizing. These character actors who become part of the fabric of these stories. Like you knew him when you saw him. Like you just, it was that guy. The ones who give the world weight, Maybe he's not the one you pretend you are on the playground, but it's like, okay, he's a pillar. He's, what I mean? He makes everything around the main characters feel grounded and lived in. So, of course, I had to pay tribute to him here and give that respect. To James Tolkien, a presence you didn't forget, even if you didn't always know the name. And a legacy that's always, going to keep showing up every time we revisit those films. And you got to give him credit. He was in a ton of these films that you watch again and again. So many movies and episodes of TV that you binge watch in a moment. You don't wait a week in this new era where you binge watch everything hella fast so you don't get spoilers, and then you never watch it again. You see parts on TikTok maybe if something was iconic where Homelander said something funny, But you're not rewatching and waiting and rewatching an episode over and over and over and over and over between a week waiting for or a season waiting for the next season, often. Or movies, or the first time you're watching these perhaps new classics, you're on your phone half the time. You're looking, to your own discredit. You're looking over at your girlfriend's looking at the bottom of her ice cream bowl. And you're distracted by their distraction, But James Tolkien, a presence you'll never forget, and you'll pay tribute to him. You will pay tribute to him again as you watch these movies and revisit these films that you will revisit. Because Back to the Future keeps coming back to theaters. Top Gun. All these movies, these actual gems keep coming back to theaters. And he was, a gem of an actor. And so, they're ready. Are you ready, Freddie? Again, special thanks to Jim Braun of Tiger Trap for arranging this. Beautiful, gorgeous, looking good. It's with great pleasure. The world premiere, playing here, nowhere else. Yes, there was strife, a lot of history for the band. But here we go, another gem. Their music was always undeniably a tapestry that you could see and feel in your mind when you heard it. So, open up your ears, open your hearts, and hear the world premiere. To play some climax, you're hearing it here first. Alien Space Song.
Just like Well, friends, the theater lights have come back on overhead. Please clean up the candy wrappers you snuck in and traverse safely. See you next week, or superfans online at patreon.com/thatkev1show. Good night.
Rep the brand that is behind the scenes film talk, positive vibes, and discovering what the human condition is all about as nonstop creativity guides us on and on and on with that Kev1 Show merchandise. Now for sale at thatkev1show.etsy.com. That Kev1 Show, spelled of course that KEV number 1N show. Hey, you're a fan. You want to rep it. You know how to spell it. So get it today and glow with us. This portion of that Kev1 Show is supported by Bohemian Dream Gifts, made with organic and natural oils that nourish and hydrate your skin. Man, I don't know if it's the weather outside or the gym that was killing my skin, because my right elbow on the, it itched like the Dickens, like I was becoming like the lizard from Marvel Comics. I think it's that machine where you put your elbow in and do the lifts, for the bicep. But I was itching my skin like crazy during, well, I won't say who because I don't want them associated with rough skin, with one of our guests here in the near future here. But my right elbow was getting ashy and coming up, getting red and irritated. Anyway, I used some of the promotional cookie dough body oil from Bohemian Dream Gifts that they gave us, and my skin, I'm not kidding, came back. I can vouch for that one. The cookie dough oil body oil, the cookie dough body oil brought my skin back to life like an Evanescence song. I'm not kidding. My skin is smooth and happy again. 100%. You can buy cookie dough oil on Etsy at the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop. Check out their other stuff as well, but that's one that I swear by now. And as soon as my promotional one runs out, I'm going to order some myself. So go to Etsy and visit the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop today. What's better than your favorite talk show? Well, maybe homemade delicious food, cold beer, or a drink of your choosing in a comfortable atmosphere. Well, look no further than the Boulevard Tap House for the world-famous fish and chips, seafood, all-around delicious menu with pizza, all kinds of food, wings, steak bites, anything you can imagine when you want to watch the big game or catch some live jazz if you pick the right night. Open 7 days a week. Go to boulevardtaphouse.com right now. I like to go to their Terwilliger Curve location. That's the home location for their not only their fish and chips, and they knew that they always used to give me Caesar chicken salad and wine. They kind of made jokes and made fun of me of that. My favorite food there now might just be the brand new Mark Kevin. That's a margarita pizza named after me. Don't know if they did it because I'm Italian or what, but I had it, and it is delicious and, dare I say, nutritious. Anyway, friends, go on in, have a great time. When you're there, you truly are family. No cap. Enjoy the Boulevard Tap House today.